I'm Rebecca, and this is part 2 of all of the different old Disney stuff that my family collected, aka my dad. He kept these different things, pamphlets, and books for if one day we wanted to look back at it, or for scrapbooking, and I'm scrapbooking some of these stuff. These can range from 2009 to 2014. We went whenever I was 2, 4, 6, and 8, so 2009, 2010, 2012, and 2014. I will be using my Apple Watch to help me out with this because I can pull up and see what my camera sees, so I can hold things up and know that you all can see them. So if you see me looking down or talking to my watch, that's why. Beauty and the Beast stickers. A Mickey Fantasia sticker. This is one of my favorite ones. Like, this is so cute. I think I'm gonna buy a picture frame to put this postcard in, and I love postcards. We have this Cinderella one, Tinkerbell, Mickey and Friends, Disney Guide that I didn't know that we had. This one's copyright date is 2012, so it's probably from 2012. Oh, well. Big Thunder Mountain, Winnie the Pooh, Buzz Lightyear, Space Mountain, Magic Kingdom Meet Mickey Mouse, Kalai or Cali River Rapids, Jungle Cruise, and then Kilimanjaro Safari. So this is a day passes, but it's 4-day, one theme park per day passes. So we probably did one day Disney, one day at Magic Kingdom, one day at Animal Kingdom, one day at Epcot, one day at Animal Kingdom. I'm not sure if I've ever been to Epcot. I know I've been to Animal Kingdom, I know I've been to Hollywood Studios, and I know I've been to Magic Kingdom, but I don't know if I've ever been to Epcot. If I did, it was whenever I was little. I'm guessing this one was mine because this is for ages 3 to 9. This is my mom. She had Mickey Mouse. And then my brother signed the back of this one, so this one is my brother's. I have this Stitch Pirate sticker. This one is actually filled out, so it has all of the stamps. Care for Wildlife, Epcot International, the Food and Wine Festival. There's this map. I'm not quite sure if it's like all of Epcot or what, but there's that. It's like the passport for it, I guess. These ones, this page is all stamped. This page is stamped. And yeah, again, this is from 2012, so I was 6. This one is stamped. This is stamped. Stamped. More stamped. More stamps. This is our parking pass. This one has Aurora. We have an official Speedway license. This is the front. And here's the back. Here's the front. And here is the back. This was very clearly used. It was folded up and put in my dad's pocket, like his pocket like he has at his chest. So, it's very crinkled up. I'm gonna try to show it to you the best I can. This is an Epcot time guide. There is the front, the inside. This is a Disney Times and Information Guide. I honestly don't know. I mean, it has this really cool Vampire Mickey on the back. Oh, okay, I know what this is. Huzzah! It's just a bunch of the times for stuff. This one is blue. Okay, this one is May 1st to the 15th of 2009. Here's him. I was trying to think, wait, was I 2 whenever we went to Disney the first time? Because it was May of 2009. I was 2. I was 2.5. And the next time I went was 2010, but fall break of 2010. So I was 4. So that's how that works. So we went in 2009, but I was 2 and then 4 in 2010. This is a vacation planning guide. It's off a bunch of different stuff. Here's the back. Walt Disney World something. We would have gotten this because we never stayed on property. We didn't stay on property, but we did stay at a resort that had a bus that would take us to Disney World. And I believe we would take that bus most of the time, if I remember correctly. Yet again, I was 8 the most recent time that we went as a family and stayed in the resort. Where my mom and I went, we stayed in a hotel and just parked. But I'm pretty sure they had a bus that would come to the resort condo type place. I don't know why. My Nana had a timeshare. And I didn't know this. I don't even know why I know this now. But my Nana had a timeshare. And you always hear about timeshares being like culty and awful. So I don't know how my Nana got involved. Here's a fun for everyone guide. Ski? What in the world? This looks like the exact same one I showed in the other video. Yeah, no, I think it's just the same thing, but a different cover. This is the photo pass card. The first story being that whenever I was, I think, 4, we did the tea time with Aurora. I don't remember exactly where it was held. Maybe it was like held in one of the hotels or something. I'll put a few photos up, but I also don't want that many photos of me as a child on the internet. That was really fun. I do have memories of it. I surprisingly don't have many memories of this, but apparently they picked me to be like the girl, like the line leader. I would just be like the first one for things, and like she specifically would like dance with me, like Aurora or like whatever it was. And that made one girl really jealous, and she started like pushing me and shoving me, and I do remember being pushed and shoved by another little girl as I'm just trying to enjoy my life. So that was wild. Secondly, Big Thunder Mountain. We would call it like Rocky Railway. Like, I don't remember what we called it, but we'd call it like the one with the rocks or something, or like Rocky. I don't know. We'd kind of come up with our own names for things because we went so young that I couldn't read. I was 2 whenever we first went, which means my brother would have been 5. So we were both like not really reading like that much whenever, you know, you're 2. But we'd come up with our names, or my dad would describe it and be like, it's the Rocky one, it's the one with Buzz Lightyear. So for many years, many years, I assumed that the Rocky ride, so Big Thunder Mountain, that we would call the Rocky ride, or Rocky, or whatever, was based off of the musical Rocky Horror Picture Show, because I had no idea what the Rocky Horror Picture Show was. I just didn't know, and I didn't care enough to ever look it up. So it wasn't until like 2025, so like a year ago, that I was watching Glee and they did the musical Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think that's what I've been saying. Either way, I thought that ride was based off of the Rocky Horror Picture Show musical. So then, come to find out, it's not at all like a Western themed musical. I was confused, and I was like, what's the name? I told my parents the story. I'm like, so what's the name of it? And he goes, Big Thunder Mountain. I was like, yeah, I figured that out now. So that was really funny. But that was part 2 of all my Disney stuff. So if you want to go to part 1, feel free. There's so much different Disney memorabilia here. I'm so happy that my dad kept. It's so cool. I'm scrapbooking my earlier Disney trips. So for instance, whenever we had the tea party with Aurora, I'll put this Aurora postcard with it. Different things like that. I'm very happy. I didn't even know this stuff existed. I just asked my dad, like I texted him, like, do you know where my autograph book is from getting all the princesses and just characters' autographs? He goes, yes, it's probably in the milk crate in that buffet thing. So then he ended up getting it out, and I just started going through it, and there's just so much. Although this makes my dad look like a hoarder, I'll show you. All of the stuff I've shown you from the last 2 days fits in this. This is where it all is. This top one is actually different tickets that from my dad. Like, it's only named my dad, and then trips/tickets. So this little thing is where we've been keeping all of the Disney stuff. So all spread out, it looks like a lot, but all of it is gonna fit back in here. And then these little accordion separator file things all fit in a milk crate box. So all of our family trips are in a milk crate box here. There's a milk crate box right there. That is all of our family trips from Gatlinburg, Chattanooga, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Zion, all LA, all of our trips, St. Louis, including Holiday World stuff, because I grew up going to Holiday World. I've loved Disney for years, obviously. We wouldn't keep going if I didn't love it. It got to the point where I was 8, my brother was, that would have made him 11. So my mom just wanted to branch out other than Disney and St. Louis, because if we'd go to Disney for fall break, we would then go to St. Louis for spring break next year. And then once we got older and could appreciate traveling more, that's when my parents decided to branch out, and we went to Washington, D.C., which my brother had already been to Washington, D.C. they went to Washington, D.C. whenever I was a, like, 4-year-old. A 4-year-old is not going to appreciate Washington, D.C., and it was also a work trip for my dad. My brother's always been interested in architecture and politics and stuff like that, so he definitely would have enjoyed it a lot more than me. I would have just been a little brat the whole time. I've been watching so many Disney college vlogs. I just want to do it so bad. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know if you all like the Disney content. I will keep posting Disney if that's what you all prefer.